Welcome to the PFD Performance YouTube channel. Pretty friggin' deadly. Hey there, we're starting off today's video with Danny and Ryan sanding the car to get ready for paint. And taking a slight break. Then we get into opening some boxes from a big mail day, and dive into one of the more intricate parts of the interior project in the sun visors. We didn't really know how they came apart, but we figured it out pretty quick. Enjoy. Alright, well, back from work here on days off, and nothing better than a mail day. So while I was gone, we got this box and this box and both of these from Mont Motorsports. This should be my tank and pump and upgraded heat exchanger. Just grab a knife here, see if we can't do this without screwing stuff up. So this will be the heat exchanger tank. Got it with the billet V logo lid. Nice and powder coated black. So should stay nice and subtle under the hood. Plus we got the upgraded heat exchanger pump and harness. Oh, looks like fittings. And a 160 thermostat. Sweet. Well, I think we'll focus on the body work for now and put this off to the side, but here it is. All right, rather than watching me struggle one-handed with the box there, we've got the heat exchanger out. So this should help us keep our intake temperatures down now that we're going to be spinning the supercharger a little bit faster to get a little bit more boost. But yeah, everything looks really nice. Nothing got damaged, which is always a win. So the question is, do we spray it black or leave it polished? I'm kind of inclined to leave it polished, to be honest, but got some time to decide. All right. I'll put this away and bring out the next box. All right. Here's the next box. Decided that box, that's the front splitter. So I'm not gonna open that one because, well, all this is going on over there. I don't want anything to happen to it. It's nice and packaged and safe, and that box looks good. This one had a small dent in it, so I want to do a quick check to make sure everything looks good. So there you have it. Got some carbon fiber side skirts. I think that's gonna look pretty sweet. And actually, not sure that's gonna be the left, which is the driver's side, I'm guessing. So if I were to take this and set it here, you would have a pretty good idea of what that's gonna look like. I'm pretty stoked on that. Finish is really nice. Looks like even their corners are, the weave doesn't get too messed up. That looks really nice. Few waves in it. Nothing too crazy. Awesome. Well, again, I'm going to box those up, put them off to the side while we get the paint finished up. But figured I should check and make sure there's no damage before I got too far ahead of myself. All right. Well, next up on the list, I went to pick and pull. Was able to find a sun visor. Of course, I thought I remembered which one was the one that we tried to take apart. All right, well, so far this hasn't gone great. We're trying to figure out how the sun visor comes out on this CTSV and how it comes apart so that we can recover it to match the headliner. And we had a little whoopsie. Hopefully that's not 7 years of bad luck. What can you do? So I did a little bit of YouTubing because we all know that YouTube is great. So I think from what we've seen, we're gonna cut this apart, and it's supposed to be two separate pieces that kind of clamshell open.
Like a little oyster and there's a pearl inside.
Yeah. So I think we're going to cut this apart, and I think one benefit to the fact that GM uses the same headliner in all its vehicles is I'm crossing my fingers that it'll be easy to find a replacement here. But yeah, here goes nothing. Wonder if the clippy doodads are on the back side.
It definitely looks like two pieces. Maybe they just clip to this.
The inner plastic dealy.
You guys learn along with us.
I can smell the adhesive.
Yeah. Well, that didn't help much, I don't think.
Is it just like glued together?
I don't know.
Help me understand. Oh, is that a good sound or a bad sound?
I think it was a bad sound. Like it sounds glued.
I wonder if it's just the black foam is glued to the inner plastic dealie.
Like these are wrapped first and then they get glued together.
Yeah.
Possible. I don't know. I just want to get it apart now.
Yeah. Oh. I wonder if we got in there with the old knife of razor. Without.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see the glue globs. And everyone knows the safest way is to always cut towards your crotch. Oh yeah. That was...
So I think if we do the same thing just with a little bit more delicacy, we can get it apart.
Yeah. And then once... I think the hard part is going to be the mirror, because the mirror is clipped to the inner plastic. But if we could get the back foam off...
I just want to see if it is clipped, like...
I think it's just glued. What if we... There's kind of like a little nipple in there.
Yeah, it must be. Like, I'm sure all these strings are adhesive.
Yeah.
But, like, this little... What are you?
I bet you this and all that attaches to the...
Big mirror technician guys over here.
Yeah. Interior sun visor specialists.
Specifically. Like, once you get the edge kind of broken, it must be one piece, because you can see, like, this foam is torn. Oh, God, I don't know.
I wonder if we just need to, because this one is the wrong... Oh, there it goes.
We also still have, like, that in there and this in.
That just pulls out.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably going to be some sort of way that comes apart from the thing once you get it disassembled. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
We'll open you up. All right, we need to get that off before I can.
Yeah. I don't know how that comes off.
Well, if you're confirmed getting a new visor, just go ahead and reef on it and see what happens.
Oh. Okay.
Didn't even break it.
Excellent.
Okay, so that was like holding a lot of it together because it's so much looser now that I've thrown that off.
Yeah.
More looser? I don't know. Okay. There you have it.
We learned it something.
So it appears that just the edge is glued together.
Yep.
I'm sure you can
and
just...
maybe a little bit here.
Yeah. I'm sure a guy could just, like I said, more carefully than we did it.
Yep.
Break that seam.
I wonder too if we started...
Gotta do.
I wonder if we started here and here, if we could kind of work our way around from this clip spot once that clip is off.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like anything on this side is, well, aside from...
Yeah, a little bit there. And then if we could get the back side off, then we could pop these clips through, and then hopefully not get an additional 7 years of bad luck.
Yeah. I can handle 7. 14.
Yeah, it's a lot to wear mentally.
Well,
all right. Learning is fun. That about sums it up. but I was wrong. So I grabbed the driver's side when I needed the passenger. But looking at this, I looked in the actual mirror piece is the same size as the one that we broke. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one apart and see if I can't swap the mirror and practice on this one, taking it apart cleanly and seeing if we can't figure it out after taking that first one apart. So I'll set you guys up for a time lapse and hopefully you don't watch me struggle. All right, well, we were able to get the mirror out. The V had these foam things on the back. I'm guessing it's just maybe for rattling, or I think the sun visor donor came out of an 09, so maybe they changed something. It also had like a dimmer, but the V didn't. So I figured I'd just swap just the mirror. So broken one, good one. So we're back in business. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab the dome light out of that, and that should be all of the plastic pieces that need to get painted to match the headliner. And then with that, I'll get all that cleaned and maybe even try throwing a coat of paint on it. Also, because I decided to grab the wrong headliner, I'm gonna grab some spray adhesive here and try and fix up this corner that got damaged when we were taking the first one apart. So let that do its thing. Seems like it should be pretty good. Just needs to hold its shape long enough to wrap it. And then also we'll have a good, I was able to figure out how to get this apart clean with the razor knife and the putty knife. So now I can take this off real gingerly like, and then we'll have a really clean template. And it should work where if we do it one way on the fabric and cut it out, and then do it the other way on the fabric and cut it out, should be a mirror image from one side to the other. So fingers crossed that works. But time to go get the dome light. All right, here is the collection of plastic parts that need to get painted to match the headliner. Obviously, we already threw a couple coats on this one when we were testing colors to see what matched best. Here's the dome light. I couldn't figure out how to get the plastic piece off, so I think we'll just mask that. This is the home link buttons. I'm going to use the simple green here, and I'll clean the buttons, and then I'll take them out, and we'll leave those just because they're kind of flexible. And I think with them being high touch and the fact that that's what my electric cutout buttons are, since I went with a wireless, the electric cutouts run on the same signals as the home link buttons, so you're able to program them to open and close the electric cutouts. So I do tend to touch them fairly often, so I'd rather not wear through the paint and have it look crappy. So I think we'll leave the buttons here the lighter color. I think I'm gonna do the same on the dome light, just because I like the little light logo. And I don't think it'll look bad if just a couple buttons are that lighter color. We'll throw the paint on and see what it looks like, but I think we might be getting ahead of ourselves. First is cleaning all of this and getting it ready. So I'll throw you guys on time lapse and you can watch me clean this all up.
Seems like the way I live. Who said I should be a big shot? Who said I should take it, take off? I gotta rest. I'm feeling so good. In me, I know it, but I'm misunderstood. Feeling like that, well, they say it's a lie, but I gotta tell ya, gotta live and let die. I gotta rest.
All right. Thanks again for sticking with us. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing what we got in the mail and were able to learn about the sun visor so you don't make the same mistakes that we did. Please give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed our content. And if you could help us out by sharing it with anyone that you think might enjoy it as well, that would help us get a few more followers. Anyways, take care, stay deadly.